Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy the FOOTI to the Big E here once again with another video, and we're 10 days away from SummerSlam 2016 on the WWE Network that you can see just here in the corner. And that means one thing: this is my predictions video for the SummerSlam event. Let's do this. Let's get straight into this, people. Straight away, let's go. We've got Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens in a tag team match. Now, I expect Big Cass and Enzo to go over on Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Just because WWE are so high on Enzo and Big Cass at the minute. They love Big Cass, and Enzo's work on the mic recently is absolutely phenomenal. If you didn't know it already from NXT, when he used to be in NXT. So WWE are big on Enzo and Big Cass. I believe that Enzo and Big Cass will go over on Kevin Owens and Y2J Chris Jericho. As much as I love Chris Jericho and I do love Kevin Owens, I can see WWE pushing Enzo and Big Cass over the top of him, and that's probably why they've put these two together, because they are quite big names that Enzo and Big Cass can get a win over. So yeah, I'm going for Enzo and Big Cass on this one to get the win over Y2J Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. Let's move on, people. So this one is a weird one. It's Rusev versus Roman Reigns for the United States Heavyweight Championship. Now, this shows you how far a fall from grace Roman Reigns has had in the last couple of months, since he got banned for obviously abuse of a substance of some nature. I'm just going to leave it at that, because we don't know what it is. There's been so many things, ranging from fat burners to LSD to God knows what else that he was banned for. So we'll just leave it at that. No more speculating on what it actually was he got banned from, but clearly WWE do not see him as the main guy anymore. He's been moved over. He's already jobbed for Finn Balor in the last couple of weeks, and that's why Finn Balor is the number one contender. Well, I say number one contender. This is why Finn Balor is going for the title with Seth Rollins for this new Universal title, whatever the hell it is. So in this one, I do actually think Roman will get the win over Rusev. I'm actually really looking forward to this. I like Rusev, which is really, really weird, because he's not the sort of person I normally would back and normally like, but I do actually quite like Rusev. But I do feel Roman will get the win. I would, only because the simple fact is I can't see WWE keeping him down that much as they have made him have a fall from grace. A US title run for Roman wouldn't be a bad thing. It keeps him in the spotlight a bit, and it gives a bit of credibility to the US title as well, like they've done with John Cena. So I'm going with Roman Reigns on this one, people, for the win for the United States Championship. Let's move on. So this one is the Jizz versus Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental title. Now, I would love Apollo Crews to walk away with the win. I like Apollo Crews. I'm a big Apollo Crews fan. WWE are quite high on Apollo Crews, and Vince is very high on Apollo Crews. So are they going to push him and give him an IC title run? I really don't know. I hope they do. But so far in these pay-per-views, as you've seen since WrestleMania, I have predicted The Miz will lose the title again and again and again and again. And the Jizz just keeps on holding on to the title. So I'm getting to the point now where I'm not even going against the guy anymore. And I actually think he probably will win. But fuck it, whatever. I'm going for Apollo Crews. That's what I want to happen. I'm going to stick with Apollo Crews. But, you know, WWE is WWE, and they're going to keep it on the Jizz, knowing my luck. So Apollo Crews with the win. But don't be surprised if the Jizz walks away with it. Let's move on, people. So up next, we've got the New Day versus the Club. So Big E is out. It looks like they're going to keep him off TV and SummerSlam indefinitely until after the pay-per-view of SummerSlam. I have heard rumours that that is the angle they're going to go with, because after SummerSlam they are actually going to break up the New Day. I know, guys, I know. But it looks that's the direction they're going, because they're going to use the direction of Big E is going to use that you lost the title without me, and I'm going to move forward and do bigger, better things, which I feel Big E is more than capable of doing anyway, to be fair, as much as I love the New Day. It is long overdue, I think. They've held it for approximately a year now. They won it at the SummerSlam last year, and they've held on to it ever since. So I think it is long overdue it moving on to the club. So I'm going for the club in this one, and unfortunately this will spell the end for the New Day. Hopefully WWE don't do this and they stick with the New Day. But I do agree that Big E is now long overdue a push on his own, and you know, it is what it is. Do they keep the New Day as a two-piece? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And we'll just have to wait and see what goes down, people. So yeah, the club to be the new WWE Tag Team Champions. Let's move on. So up next we've got the women's title, which is occupied by Raw, and it is the newly crowned defending champion Sasha Banks defending her title against the former champion Charlotte. Now obviously, as everyone will know, WWE jumped the gun on this one and crowned Sasha Banks the champion a couple of weeks ago on Raw, which they were going to hold off till SummerSlam, which is this event. So I do expect Sasha to retain the title. Another good match. I mean, it was a classic match on Raw the other week when Sasha won the title. I expect more of the same out of Charlotte and Sasha. I expect Sasha to keep hold of the title and it to be an absolute classic on the back of the one a couple of weeks ago. So Sasha for the win, people, on this one, and your women's champion Sasha the Boss Banks. Let's move on, people. So up next we've got the phenomenal AJ Styles versus John Cena. Now this one, if it goes by history, will be a win for John Cena, because obviously AJ won the first one, John Cena won the second one in the 6-man tag, and normally on the third time round John Cena gets to win again, so obviously he looks better than his opponent. But hopefully, with John Cena now pulling down his schedule a bit, they're going to allow AJ Styles to get the win over John Cena without the help of the club and push AJ Styles that next level, which is more capable of doing. I feel that he deserves to have another win over John Cena. I feel that John Cena, he's taking his foot off the pedal. He's not doing as many house shows now. He's not going to do as many SmackDown shows and many tours, so it is time for John Cena to take the loss on this one and give it to AJ Styles. So I'm going for AJ Styles with the win, people, in another classic between him and John Cena, and it will be another classic. So yeah, AJ Styles, people, all the way on this one. Let's move on. We move on to our big three of the pay-per-view, and I'm going to start off with Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton. I'm probably going to go with this will probably main event the show. They'll probably put this one on last. I don't think it should. I think they should always keep the titles as the last ones to go on, but this one probably will go on last. I personally thought they were going to push Randy over Brock, and give Randy the win because of everything with like him testing positive for drugs in UFC and whatnot. But apparently they want to get their money's worth out of Brock, which says only one thing, that Brock will take Randy to Suplex City. Randy will probably hit an RKO out of nowhere. Brock will probably kick out and he'll just go down to the F5 after 25 million suplexes. So yeah, they want to get their money's worth out of Brock Lesnar all of a sudden. So are they going to re-sign him when his contract is up? We don't know. I think his contract is up this year after WrestleMania, so they're probably going to want to get their money's worth out of him now. I can't see them re-signing him, to be honest, if it was only a 2-year deal, which I thought it was. If it's not, leave your comments below and let me know. But I do feel they're going to want to get their money out of Brock. But yeah, Brock Lesnar with the win, people, over Mr. Randy Orton. As much as I'd love to see Randy Orton hit him with an RKO out of nowhere and pin his arms to the mat, I don't think it's going to happen. So Brock Lesnar with the win, people. Let's move on. So to our first of our championship matches, and this one first I'm going to do is the Universal title, whatever the hell that is. I still haven't got my head around this one, but I'm really looking forward to this matchup because I love Finn Balor and I love Seth Rollins, and I think these two will give you an absolute classic. If you want my prediction, people, Finn Balor will be the first ever Universal World Heavyweight Champion, whatever they want to call it. So I'm going Finn Balor to get the win. Finn Balor will get the push. Finn Balor will get the push over Seth Rollins, and I think this feud could go on for a while. They could have untold classic matches between them. I can just imagine how many classics these two guys could have. Is absolutely ridiculous. They're both two guys at the top of their game. and could both put on classics with whoever they're working with. And I think with this one, it's a safe bet for Finn to have a really great match with Seth Rollins, because, you know, Seth Rollins pretty much works well with everyone. But Finn Balor to go over Seth Rollins to be your first Universal World Heavyweight Champion, or just Universal Champion. So Finn Balor for the win and the first ever champion. Let's move on, people. Last but not least on this one is Dean Ambrose, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, versus the #1 contender, Dolph Ziggler. Now, what do I think of this match? It could turn out alright. I'm not a big Dolph Ziggler fan. I don't mind Dolph. He reminds me a bit of Mr. Perfect. Dolph can have really good matches. So we know it'd be quite high paced, this one. Will him and Dean gel to make a really classic match? I really don't know. Do I expect Dolph to get the win? No, I don't expect Dolph to get a title push over Dean Ambrose, to be honest. Dean Ambrose is clearly the face of the SmackDown brand. So I can't see Dolph Ziggler getting the win off of Dean Ambrose. So I'm going to stick with Dean Ambrose to win with the Dirty Deeds as normal. So yeah, Dean Ambrose with the win, people. And that is that. So let's just wrap this up quickly. So there's my predictions for SummerSlam 2016 live on the WWE Network, which is still sitting right there in the corner. I'm really looking forward to the show. It sounds like an absolutely awesome card. I've got high expectations for this show. I'll be honest, last month's Battleground I didn't have no expectations for, and it really, really turned out to be a good show, you know. So this one I am expecting good things from. Hopefully it's an amazing show. Obviously it's 4 hours as normal. Obviously these are the 9 matches that are set now. I don't know if with a week to go they will set any more, but this is the 9 matches that are set now. So guys, if there are any matches that are added on between now and next week's SummerSlam, forgive me for not doing any predictions on them, but I will do them in my reactions and review video of the show. So yeah, just before I go, I just want to give a quick shout out to a young man called Lewis Riley. He asked me to give him a shout out on one of my videos, and I promised I would. So Lewis Riley, a big shout out to you. Hope you like this video, and I hope you like your shout out. If anyone, go check his channel where he does little vlogs and whatnot, and give him some support. He's just starting off, and just go show him some love, people. So his name's Lewis Riley. I think he does vlogs, so I think it's Lewis Riley Vlogs. So check him out, give him some love, give him some support, help him along the way, you know what I mean. And this was your boy FOOTI to the big E, signing off once again with another predictions video. And remember to like, share, subscribe, all that lovely business that you do. And thank you so much, all you lovely people, for getting me past the 50 subscribers mark. And I will see you very, very soon. Very soon with the reactions video to SummerSlam, which will probably be in a couple weeks' time now, because I've shot this a week earlier than normal. And I'll be back probably with a Man United video before the season starts in a couple of days. I can't wait. I'm very excited. I'm not even going to lie, people. So remember, like, share, subscribe, all that lovely business that you do. And bless, people. Peace. I'm out of here. Peace!